Hello there, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome tonight. We're gonna start it off, kind of like so we can get that feeling, get that vibe. We're gonna start it off first by showing you a video by Jim Crow.
Tlaxehuiqui, 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 Tlaxehuiqui. No matkanewa ninen tlaka. No matkanewa ninen tlaka. Hey. Tlaxehuiqui, 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 Tlaxehuiqui. No matkanewa ninen tlaka. No matkanewa ninen tlaka. Hey.
Absolutely.
Hey everybody, I just wanted
Hey,
to start
everybody.
off with that video to invite the spirits, as the artwork in the video said. Um, my name is Fury Young. I'm the executive director of Dodge and Crow, and I'm also a producer on this album that we're benefiting tonight, Territorial. The video you just saw was taken at the oldest prison in Colorado, which is called Territorial. And it was footage from before we recorded two Native American brothers by the name of Phil Archuleta, also known as Archi, and Gilbert Pacheco, aka Lefty. And before we started recording their chants, Archie brought a feather out and invited the spirits into the room. So I thought that would be a really nice way to start the night. Before we turn it over back to Maxwell Melvins to introduce our first performer, Nara Avakian. Sorry, I know I butchered your name. I'm not going to figure out the right pronunciation right now.
You did butcher it, but that's okay.
Hopefully Maxwell will get it right.
All right,
Yeah, we'll see.
all right, everyone. All right.
I just wanted to say a few words about the Territorial album. The record was actually originally recorded in the prison in 2018, and we spent 4 days there, me and my engineer, Dr. Israel, and we recorded 7 individuals, all currently incarcerated at the time. A very, very motley crew of folks, and lots of genres, lots of energies. We ended up recording over a dozen songs, and originally the idea was for the recordings to be part of the Die Jim Crow concept album, which is how Die Jim Crow Records began. I, in 2013, wanted to make a concept album about racism in the US prison system, and that took me to several prisons and eventually to a record label, but that's another 3-hour conversation. But the recordings were done under this concept album thing, so you'll kind of get some vibes from that later on. After the recordings were done, we did rap verse at a women's prison in South Carolina for one of the songs, which you're going to hear tonight. And then about a year later, which was when we had formed as a record label, I went to Nashville and worked with my co-producer, Andy Dixon, who's here tonight. Hey, Andy.
Hey guys, ladies.
And we spent a couple days down there right before COVID, like right before it became a crazy, crazy outbreak. And we recorded some amazing musicians who Andy found just to add some instrumentation, record some drums, stuff like that. So really excited to have you tonight. We have some amazing performers. The way it's going to work is basically in between every act, we're going to show a video slash song slash photo gallery slash visual art ensemble of stuff from the recording. So have a seat, get comfortable, whatever, drink your beer, smoke a joint, and enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be bringing out our first guest, who is Nara Avakian, is an Armenian instrumentalist, vocalist, composer. They released their latest project last year called Tonight is Tonight and Tomorrow is Tomorrow, available to stream on Spotify. You can also find them on Bandcamp, where all proceeds bought will go towards support for Artsikin. Artsikin. Is that correct or pronunciation of your name or no?
It's all proceeds toward Artsakh, which is a
All right.
territory belonging to Armenia. Right now it's being contested. There's a war and genocide going on, perpetuated by Turkey and Azerbaijan. So all proceeds bought on my Bandcamp will be going toward aid toward Artsakh.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Was that the correct pronunciation of your name or no?
It wasn't, and that is okay.
Avakian?
Avakian.
All right.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, and I'm honored that I was introduced by you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You bring it when you're ready to bring it.
Okay, for sure. I'll bring it. This first song, I actually wrote during the first week of George Floyd's death, and just everything that was going on at that time. And it's called Clean. Thank you. And this next one is called Like Ivory. It's a ballad. It's just about, when someone, like ivory, someone is really pure, and then you lose a love, so that's what it's about. I you. I can't hear the clapping. You guys are all muted. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's it. That was the end of my set. I don't know if I had to say that.
I think everybody's kind of in awe right now.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Kill a little jam session at the end. I was about to pick my guitar up.
Are you serious? Thank you. Oh man, you should have. That would have been really cool. Oh my God, thank you.
Surprised Ferry didn't bring his out.
Right.
Oh, yeah, right. Have like
I was waiting for him, but he didn't. All right.
Oh man, thank you.
Don't have it with me.
You want to give people Nara, you want to give people your handle, how they can reach you?
Oh yeah, I have a whole. Okay, so I'm a Capricorn. I already have a notes like document open with all my links.
Yeah.
So sending it your way right now. Let me see if I can pin it somehow. But anyway, I just sent the link in the chat box. But it's just at Nara's room. You can see it in my name too, like on the Zoom.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm honored to have had this space. Thank you. And it was lovely being introduced.
And, I mean, we're glad to have had you, especially, what you're doing and the cause of the genocide that's going over, over there. That's a great thing that you're doing,
Thank
so,
you.
That makes it extra special, in the struggle, whether it's here or there or whatever. Injustice is injustice. Doesn't matter where it's at.
100%.
Or who it is. And injustice is unjust.
You're right about
Thank
that.
you.
Thank
All right,
you.
Thank you, Vic. All right, here now we're gonna bring on. Let me see here. I'm having a little problems here, but we're gonna bring on Territorial Showcase #1, Kevin Woodley, featuring Bizz Mama's Cryin. For our first showcase from Territorial, we have a sample of the song Mama's Cryin, sung by Kevin Woodley with a rap from Bizz, with music by Woodley and Michael Tenneson. Kevin is a lifer originally from Chicago who has been incarcerated in Colorado since 1997. He's the main voice on the Territorial album, a soaring blues singer with Chicago seeping through him. Bizz is a rapper from Denver who has been inside over a decade and hopes to be released next year.
So can you just tell us a bit about the background behind the song that you wrote yesterday, that you put down yesterday?
Well, it was like around the 1970s, early 1970s. I was at a party, backyard party, barbecue. Everybody was having a good time. These people got to arguing about some silly, crazy things, and the neighbors next door called the police. And when the police got there, everything seemed to escalated into something horrible. I ran into the kitchen because the policemen were beating on this man that really wasn't aggressive towards them, but his, I could see how his actions were elevated, and they got to wrestling and hustling and bustling, and he turns around and runs into the house, and I was in the kitchen with his wife, and this officer ran behind him, and he had something in his hand, which later on I found out what it was. The officer turned around and shot him 3 times. Pow, pow, pow. He fell on the floor, and his wife was sitting on the kitchen table screaming, while the child was next to me, looking at me and screaming and crying. And the little boy said something to the effect of, Mommy, don't cry. Oh, Lord. Mom, don't cry. Don't cry, Mom. Daddy, get up. And he kept telling him, Daddy, get up. And the officer was pushing the child. You know, it was a really horrible situation, man.
And what was in the guy's hand?
It was his wallet. It was his wallet. Here we go. I'm gonna put a little piece. Children dying. Mama's crying. Daddy's lying on the floor. Oh, bullets flying. The policeman lying. Oh, said he had a gun in his hand. Oh, can't you see I'm a man too? Can't you see I'm a man too?
Can't you see I'm a man too? I laugh and cry just like you. When you get behind me, I tightly grip my steering wheel. With thoughts that tonight I get killed. My wife left the widow, kids waiting for daddy, staring out the window. But the fact is, I ain't never coming home. No fault of my own. Picture in the paper never shown. Only my criminal record let the dirt be thrown. You say a traffic stop, you lied and said I had a Glock. Now I'm lifeless with 17 shots. Now can't you see that I bleed just like you? Who give it the power to say I ain't right and my life's through? Now can't you see that I bleed like you? Who give it the power to say I ain't right and my life's through?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Bizz. I want to say how grateful and blessed I am to be a part of this project. And it's my boy Fury. Thank you so much, man. I can't wait to get out of here to make more music. I know I said I was going to be out and get you a dreidel for Hanukkah, but I got you this little horse. Look at. All right, man. Congratulations again. Everybody stay safe. God bless.
All right. That was yes, nice. We're going about to bring on our next guest. Wow, if I could wow. Next guest is Paperboy Prince of the Suburbs. Are you with us, Prince? Paperboy Prince, come on out.
No, next is Taylor.
Taylor
Crumpton is next, yeah.
Territorial Showcase 3.
Taylor Crumpton is next.
All right. Taylor Crumpton, are you with us, Taylor? Hey, how you doing there?
Hi, y'all. How you doing?
We're doing great.
Superstar, congratulations on the book, baby.
Love. Thank you.
I gotta get educated on my dollars hip hop. You know, I'm not well versed. I ain't gonna lie.
It's all right, because I'm finna read it for y'all. So even if you didn't get the book, you finna get it for $3.99 tonight.
All right. Well, we feeling much better being that you're here and you made it. That's a great thing. That's a blessing in itself. You know? So let me go ahead and do this little intro about you and let people know who you are there, Taylor. Taylor Crumpton is a music, pop culture, politics writer, transplanted in Oakland, originally from Dallas. Taylor's byline has appeared in a variety of publications, including Pitchfork, Nylon, Playboy, Marie Claire, and others. Recently, she has contributed her words to the Washington Post Teen Vogue and just released a book essay examining the legacy of Dallas. through the lens of the rapper Big Tuck. Hey, welcome there,
Thank you,
Taylor.
sweetheart. What a fantastic intro.
Yes, it is.
I
Absolutely.
I'm so honored to be up here with y'all. I am an avid stan of Die Jim Crow. I think every single music critic, journalist, someone who loves the industry should be an avid supporter. So thank y'all for the work that you're doing. I think what we look in 5 to 10 years from now, this moment in your record label should be in a hip hop documentary. I'm calling it now. Everybody should know about y'all. So I'm just honored to help fundraise as much as I can. Um, as it says in my bio, I'm from Dallas, the triple D 214-469-972. I no longer live in Oakland. I actually moved back to Dallas Prosper to take my book essay and make it into a big book. And something that I think we all love, what brings us here today is hip hop. I think it is one of the most beautiful things in the world. It connects communities that are all facing oppression, marginalization, and into like one singular community. So, being a Dallas bird myself, I'm going to read the book essay that came out today. And I know we are on a time schedule, so I may not be able to read all of it, but I'm going to do the best that I can and set a little time watch. All right, Maxwell, you ready to learn about some Dallas hip hop?
Yes, I am. Absolutely. Because I know, a couple of them out there, like Slim Thug, my dude. Slim
That's
Thugger.
From Houston.
Yeah, that's my dude, Slim Thugger.
That's Houston.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the scene over there. Scarface, all of them rap a lot, all that.
Houston.
Boys, all that.
Scarface is Houston.
No, but
Oh, Houston.
it's still there, regardless what part is there. Correct? But
It's okay.
Cut him some slack. It's still Dallas. I mean, it's still Texas.
It's still Texas. My issue is just Texas itself. You know?
Oh, well, this is the thing, right? That's why we got Taylor here, because when we think of Texas hip hop, we automatically usually think Houston. But there is a history that has resonated in Dallas that we are not aware of. So that is what we're gonna be educated on.
Just like, I understand. Just like New York, when you think about it, everybody don't know. I mean, Bronx, you associated where it originated. But we ain't gonna get in that. We gonna let this go ahead and rip and let you go ahead and do what you got to do.
All right, yeah, because I got 5 minutes left of my speech, so I'm gonna start right
back to you, Bill.
Okay, so between October 2003 and December 2004, the South dominated the Billboard Hot 100, holding the #1 spot and accounting for over 40% of urban radio airplay nationally. Although non-Southern artists have achieved chart-topping success, this overwhelming collective of Southern artists, producers, and songwriters represented a distinctive fracture in the prominent East Coast, West Coast binary. Their rise was a radical departure from the state of the industry less than a decade earlier, when Andre 3000 Benjamin was booed at the 1995 Source Awards after Outkast won Best New Rap Group. His words then, "The South got something to say," were a premonition that foreshadowed the region's dominance in hip hop and what we now see 25 years later. In the years that followed Andre 3000's speech, the South would go on to push hip hop forward. The emergence of Southern record labels between 1997 and 2000, like No Limit, Hypnotize Mind, Cash Money, and Suave House, established the foundation for the South's chart dominance in 2003 to 2004. The 2000s introduced a new generation of rappers inspired by the Outkast MC's words, artists who no longer felt pressured to emulate an East Coast, West Coast sound. Below the Mason-Dixon line, these musicians produced a multitude of regional Pacific sounds, each representing their state's unique music history and influence. Miles away from Atlanta, a group called Dirty South Riders was building an empire nearly 4 years after the Source Awards. After the first mixtape, Freestyle Massacre, the 19-member group winnowed itself down to 6. Of the new lineup, only one original member remained, Big Tuck. Their next project, From Dallas to Kappa, introduced Tum Tum, Double T, and Fat Bastard into the group's roster, but Tuck's authoritarian voice remained the mixtape's crown jewels. Tuck's voice is reminiscent of a drill sergeant, with its powerful bass being weaponized to command respect. Dallas is Big Tuck's military. From college football to local nightlife, Tuck's guttural voice has invigorated millions of Dallas residents to follow his directive. Whether it's showing love to South Dallas on Southside Dorillas or fighting someone at the club to tussle. In Texas, hip hop found its home in Dallas and Houston. In Dallas, we found our Billboard champion in Big Tuck. Tuck stands out because he was fine being where he was, being who he was, and didn't try to do anything else. He didn't try to act like he wasn't from Dallas. He didn't try to claim like he wasn't from Dallas to catch up with anyone else. He was like, if I'm going to do it, I'm gonna do it here, said Zach Crane, senior editor at D Magazine and former music critic at the Dallas Observer. Born in Queen City, the heart of a historic South Dallas African-American community, Tuck was raised in the epicenter of the city's Black culture. Tuck graduated from Lincoln High School, the second high school designated for Black students in Dallas. He went on to attend a historical Black college out of state, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. After his senior year, Tuck dropped out and returned home to pursue a career in rap. Now, Maxwell, we're going into Houston for you. In Houston, Robert L. Davis Jr., better known as DJ Screw, created Chapter Screwed music, one of the first subgenres in Third Coast hip hop, which rose in popularity alongside Memphis horrorcore and New Orleans bounce. Screw tapes, his signature cassettes of remixed slowed songs, and Screw and Screwed Up Click, his local collective of hip hop rappers, classify the city's South Side as a cultural and music hub. However, DJ Michael 5000 Watts developed his signature technique of slowed records, which provided an opportunity for the North Side to participate in the city's screwed up sound. DJ OG Ron C partnered with Watts to create Swisha House, a Houston-based record label that came to the forefront due to their slowed and chopped remixes that ascended into mainstream, largely because of their national distribution deal. In Texas, Swisha House developed a relationship with George Lopez, owner of T-Town Music and More, a Dallas-based record store that introduced their mixtapes into the DFW market, alongside with Rap-A-Lot and No Limit Records. And I'm gonna close on this last graph, so I see that I'm over time. There wasn't a big light on Dallas, but Houston was booming. At the time, I was in Houston 3 days a week doing bookings for artists that I worked with before DSR. After I created DSR, I pushed the hip hop groups towards Houston artists that I was distributing and showing and booking shows. So I'm gonna stop there. But there are like 10 more pages to read. And as the glorious B.L. Shirelle said, you know, we think a lot about Houston when we talk about Texas. And oftentimes when we talk about hip hop and focus on one city, a bunch of other experiences are erased because we just highlight one, right? This book has a working thesis where if I can encourage people to appreciate Dallas, then I can encourage them to appreciate Mississippi, the Carolinas, the Alabamas, all the other cities that hip hop exists within. And I think it's kind of a beautiful metaphor what's going on with Die Jim Grow. If this record label can be successful, not in a capitalist sense, but just in visibility and growing and prospering and fostering this own independent network, then you have no idea how that's going to inspire or put lights on other people who are doing the same thing. So I'm always a big fan of the underdog, because the underdog is the one who leads the change, and that's who we really need to be focused for. So I want to say thank y'all yet again. If you want the other 10 pages, you can go buy it at taylorhalfway.com. If you are financially unable to, I would love to send this to you because I believe in free, accessible hip hop education.
Thank you. And you like to give people your handle, you know, if your Instagram or Facebook or anything, also you can give that if you like to give your handle.
Yeah, everything is under my first and last name, my government. So Taylor Crumpton is where you can find me across all things.
All right, beautiful. And thank you
Hold
very
on,
much.
hold on, Taylor. I got one question, right?
What's up?
So hip hop, the South been running hip hop for the past 25 years. Safe to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, do you think that the reign is as long because the internet has now kind of globalized whatever the sound was at that time, and now everyone kind of sounds like that? Or do you think that it's just true blue, y'all just the shit down south?
Listen, the Texan in me wants to always say the latter, but the critic in me is going to say that 2003, 2004 era when the South was coming out, when we think about it, that was right, Napster, LimeWire, right? It became regional sounds expanded beyond the brick and mortar, and it was online. So I think there was this new sound which really shook the table in the East and the West Coast, right? Nas was aligning with East Coast rappers to talk hot mess about the South, right? And when you put that much pressure on the underdog, when you say that the South is killing hip hop, it pressured the region to excel even more, right? To the point where I think like Ebro, maybe a couple of years ago, was like in that 2005 to 2007 era, the South really held down and saved hip hop. So it's so interesting now when like a couple of years ago, every Newark rapper was sounding like they were from Decatur, Georgia. And in the essay, I even talk about how when one region holds hip hop for too long, then it gets complacent and doesn't grow. So I always encourage people, instead of Atlanta, look to Memphis. Instead of Houston, go to Dallas. Same thing, instead of New York, go to Philly, go to Baltimore, right? Because it's always the smaller regions that are making this sound. And I end it with like, there's gonna be a moment when we get sick of hearing the monolithic sound from Houston. So why don't y'all drive 3 hours up and come kick it with us in Dallas?
Exactly.
Sounds good. Thank you. Stick around for my set.
Oh, I'm gonna turn my video off so I can eat, but I'm gonna listen to you.
Crazy fun fact about Dallas. If it wasn't for Dallas, Texas, none of us would be in this room tonight, because that's where I met the woman who introduced me to Michael Tenneson, which then became the Territorial Project. And I met the co-producer on the Nashville sessions for this album, Andy Dixon, in Dallas as well. So shout out Dallas, shout out to Taylor Crumpton. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Synchronicities, am I right?
Huh?
Synchronicities. Everyone's coming together in the right place, right time.
When the universe gets ready, you can't stop it.
It's
True. We're going to bring out our next territorial showcase, Zealot, featuring Uno, America, the Merciful. Zealot, a.k.a. Dame Newton, is originally from Bakersville, California, a city rich in country music tradition, a former gangbanger. Zealot was first drawn to music through gangster rap, but since learning guitar while in prison has found a sound that matches his spirit, more American. The Merciful is his first record song. The featured rapper Uno was recorded in South Carolina women's prison. She was served life without parole at the age of 19 and has only served a couple of years so far. This was also her first recorded song ever.
All my actions unforgetful, all my crimes beyond forgiveness. Have I lost my place with you? Or the silence all I get?
everything. Some people cannot make it enough. Society is blind in every way. Guess it's time for me to come wake it up. Everything is not what it seems. The small isn't always weak. The quiet isn't always me. There's a little bit of truth behind the lies, and the old isn't always wise. I figure while working 9 to 5, when I steady dream of a better life. You see thoughts turn to actions. That's the secret law of attraction. Evade the contraction of becoming a slave to fate. Don't take the bait.
So yeah, tell me a bit about the song's inspiration, how you got the idea for it.
I was in a place called Cryin, and I was sitting down listening with this real rinky dink guitar, trying to figure out this rhythm I had in my head. And I started putting this melody together and sitting down, really going through this period of trying to put together what's on my heart, trying to match what's going on inside my head. And I sit in the corner, and believe it or not, maybe 15 minutes later, the whole song was just right there, start to finish. The first verse, second verse, the chorus, the bridge, everything. 10, 15 minutes, the song was finished.
Bill Tennessee.
America the beautiful.
Oh, absolutely, man. If I get to this Nashville cornhole city track.
Forgive my sins again.
So you wrote a song last night?
Yeah, I'll throw down a little something.
I don't wanna feel lost today.
The back way.
I don't wanna die chasing the wind. Chasing the wind.
It's time to rise, blinded by the lies. Truth hidden in front of our eyes, perfectly disguised. The using, confusion, the brainwash, they remove them who refuse them just because the real criminals are the ones who make the laws. Wake up, you working for a pay cut just to give it back to the people who paid you. Beep, beep like a pager. I have your attention.
Everybody has a story to tell, but I also think it would affect the community too, because like they're seeing our point of view, and it could maybe like stop them from doing something wrong.
Right. Looking at the world nowadays, how it's all unjust. Sitting in my book in the haze, looking for words to sum it up. Money is the root of everything. Some people cannot make it enough. Society is bound in every way. Guess it's time for me to come and get up, wake up.
That's the first song out from the album. Check it out. I'll put the link in the chat box.
Absolutely incredible. Wow.
When you hear that song on some good speakers, everyone at the studio that's heard it, they're like, man, they got chills, man. I mean, that cat's voice and that pain, it puts chills on you.
First song we ever recorded.
Yeah, and that rap that Uno puts on that, man, that is so real, so much truth. I mean, it's like, I love this song. That's all I got to say.
Just whoever in the chat box, Marlon Dolman, you said you wish you could have it on repeat. It's out already, baby. You could just go get that on Bandcamp.
She got like a unorthodox style too. That type you don't hear that a lot right there. You know, like that style Uno got. You know, like she got her own little style too with that. You know, I
She
think
sure does.
it's different. Yeah, she got her own little style. You know, but
Yeah, you like her because she's old school.
yeah, but
Beat
yeah,
like a pager.
yeah, but it's still still hot. You know, just like me. Look how old I am, but I'm still hot as hell. You know.
Okay, I'm going back on mute.
Well, prison's a timestamp, man. You know?
Yeah.
Prison's a timestamp.
Yeah. So, Fred, do we got the Paperboy in the house? Paperboy Prince? Huh? Paperboy Prince, are you
Yeah.
ready? You there?
Yes.
Can we see you?
Yes. This is Paperboy's grandmother. Paperboy, they're ready for you. Y'all ready for him?
Yeah, we ready to go. Let me do this intro on your grandma. Let me do this intro
Okay.
on your grandson. All right?
The young man. I'll go get him. Go ahead and do the intro. I'll go get Paperboy.
All right, Grandma. All right, hold on, baby.
Come on, boy, get it ready for you to do the show. You better hurry up.
I'm about to, bang on Paperboy of the suburbs.
Hurry up.
Brooklyn rapper, web developer,
Okay,
viral
Grandma.
YouTuber, political organized. Paperboy recently completed the campaign to New York's 7th congressional district. Though he did not take the seat, his campaign, his music, and his efforts in galvanizing his community and spurring their political education and engagement rocked Brooklyn beyond.
Boy, hurry up. They're ready. Are y'all ready for him?
Yes, we are.
Paperboy, get in here. Okay, Grandma. Boy, get in here. Okay, Grandma. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Hey, everybody. It's me. Paper. Yeah. It's our time. You know what? Let's just do it.
Thank you, Paperboy.
Wow. It's our time. Paperboy 2020. It's our time. Paperboy 2020. It's our time. Let's go. I got the governor mad. He said I'm too wild. He said I'm too rad. I'm talking to the people. You talking to me. I got the list. We made a demand. I'm spreading love, but he hating again. We spreading love again. We spreading love again. I got the governor mad. I got the governor mad. He said I'm too wild. He said I'm too rad. I'm talking to the people. You talking to me. I got the list. We made a demand. I'm spreading love, but he hating again. We spreading love again. We spreading love again. I got that governor mad. Governor Como hurt my speed. He know that we want help on our feet. He on Brooklyn for the elite. We got a video. We got a Brooklyn promises that you ain't key. We talk to everyone. They bossy. I ain't talking to. I was at the video talking to me. The governor trying to keep us divided. We just ask more love us provide. Our buddy meetings always secretive. I'ma ask exactly where you at. We gonna make change. Won't stop it. I'ma holler Metro. This is our body. This is our love for the fearing. It don't make no sense like your body. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Bow. I got that governor mad. He said I'm too wild. He said I'm too rad. I talk to the people. You talk to the man. I got the list. He made a demand. I'm spreading love, but he hating again. We spreading love again. We spreading love again. Guess what? I got that governor mad. I got that governor mad. I'm too wild. He said I'm too rad. I talk to the people. You talk to the man. I got the list. We made a demand. I'm spreading love, but he hating again. We spreading love again. We spreading love again. I got the governor mad. Paper, yeah. It's our time. One love. It's your boy Paperboy Prince. Paperboy Love Prince. I'm so happy and honored to be here with you today. Listen, the movement that you all are building and pushing for and spreading the word about, so special, as you already know. I'm so excited and inspired by this. As you mentioned, this was one of the things that I've been fighting for throughout my campaign for Congress, which we got some of the most votes per dollar throughout my campaign, where we led the way and pushed a lot of these government officials that claim to be on our side, right? That claim to be ready to make change, yet they've been in there 30 years, been in there 20 years, and haven't done anything to end
mass incarceration, to end the police brutality, to end the recidivism, to end the disproportionate targeting of Black and Latino people, to end this hardship that oftentimes falls on men and then the families in general. So, you know, we really have been talking about this, leading protests through the streets. I'm talking about from 200, 500, 700, thousands of people walking through the streets, shutting down bridges here in New York City, and really speaking about what's going on. And that's what this song was about. Governor Mad was about, you know, us taking over this establishment that has got such a stronghold on our government because they're benefiting from our oppression and changing up the ways that we're actually going about that. So I'm super happy to be here. Paper, yeah, you know, and when you look at everything that's going on right now in the world, it's a reset coming. And it's a new world coming. And, you know, there are so many people who aren't gonna rest until we have justice. And one of the things I'm fighting for, I as you mentioned, I ran for Congress here. You know, I'm a politician in that sense, but I'm a person first. And I'm announcing a new campaign that we're starting very soon. I think a lot of you will be excited about it. But one of the things that I'm pushing for and have pushed for, not only is the end to the mass incarceration, not only an end to all prisons, but moving in a direction where we have reparations for the war on drugs, reparations for mass incarceration, right? They have made so much money for so long. I'm talking about big corporations have made billions of dollars off the backs of our people. And now we're not just saying free our people, we're saying pay up for what you've done. And we have all of the data right here to show why, not only why, but who deserves these reparations for the war on drugs and how this happened. Not only reparations for slavery, right? But also the war on drugs and sticking it to them for that. So these are ideas that I know people aren't talking about, but I'm super excited about. And so I'm one of the people that's outside, and there's a growing number of people that's outside that's saying, hey, let's not only fight for freedom, let's fight for reparations, to repair the families, to repair the communities, to repair the history that they have, you know, robbed from us through this unjust system that's meant to, you know, keep us down and feel in a certain type of way. Paper, yeah. So look, I know I don't have much time left, but I am gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you all with one more.
Do us a favor. That first song was amazing. Just turn the music up a little bit because we couldn't hear the beat that well.
Okay, great. So hopefully this time you hear this one. This has got a great beat, so it's perfect. Let me see. I think that was my grandma's fault. She set up my music, so friggin' grandma.
Grandma.
You know, grandma, boy, if you don't go back and do your show, okay, all right, grandma. Oh my goodness, she's crazy. All right, let's do this. Do y'all hear this?
I'm spreading love to the community. I'm on the block. I'm spreading unity. I'm being positive. What they gonna do? I'm waving that six. This isn't new to me. I'm in a trap. I'm spreading love. I'm in the hood. I'm giving out hugs. I'm a true king. They want some love. They need some more. This ain't enough. I'm spreading love to the community. I'm on the block. I'm spreading unity. I'm being positive. What they gonna do? I'm waving that stick. This isn't new to me. I'm in a trap. I'm spreading love. I'm in the hood. I'm giving out hugs. I'm a true girl. She wants some love. They need some more. This ain't enough. I'm spreading love with that lock on my waist. You don't want smoke like you like a vape. I'm selling squares. I'm selling shades. Sometimes in Gyllenhaal, I don't like Jay. I'm spreading love on my jack on my. Remember I was trapping outside on a black towel. Like I'm in hey, trapping your face. I got used to this. Pull up in a ship like full of the future. Pull up at work. I look like a Trudy. Look like a little mommy. But this isn't Valentine's. Put out friends. I call them Madeline. Right now I'm busy. Call me another time. I put that love in the sky like an airline. To the community, I'm on the block. I'm spreading unity. I'm being positive. What they gonna do? I'm waving that stick. This isn't new to to me, I'm in the trap. I'm spreading love. I'm in the hood. I'm giving out hugs. I'm with your hate. Give us some love. They need some more. This ain't enough. I'm spreading love to the community. I'm on the block. I'm spreading unity. I'm being positive. What they gonna do to me? Waving that stick. This isn't new to me. I'm in the trap. I'm spreading love. I'm in your hood. I'm giving out hugs. I'm with your hate. They want some love. They need some more. This ain't a high paper. Yeah, it's our time. Thank you all so much. I love you so much. I can't wait to spread the word about what you're doing. I love all the performers, all the videos. This is amazing. So thanks again. Have a great night. One love. Ha, paper, yeah.
Paperboy, I have to ask, is that Pokemon Yellow in your Game Boy?
Of course, Pokemon Yellow.
Hey, hell yeah. That was my first Game Boy game too. I'm into it.
One love. Hey.
Thank you very much. You want to give out that handle, Paperboy? Or you gone?
Oh yeah, of course. The
handle, dude.
Yeah, the handle at Paperboy the Prince on Instagram, Paperboy the Prince on Instagram, and at Paperboy Prince on Twitter, or paperboyprince.com is my website. It has all the stuff on there, paperboyprince.com. And we just opened a new shop in a new art gallery, actually, in Brooklyn called the paperboyprince.com Love Gallery at 1254 Myrtle Avenue, right in Brooklyn, right next to Myrtle Broadway. So if you're ever in Brooklyn, stop by, come say, hi, Paper. Yeah, I'd love to see you. At Paperboy the Prince. Thank you all so much.
All right, peace, baby. All right, I believe we have our next guest. Is our next guest Michael Tenneson?
Yup. But Michael Tenneson is in prison, so you're going to have to introduce him.
All right. Michael Tenneson. Michael Tenneson was the musical director for the Territorial sessions. The reason, I'm going blind, y'all. The motley crew of musicians came together, originally referred to Michael by a collage, Claudia Whitman. Very young, began writing to Michael in 2017. Michael's story is a heavy one. In 1987, during the different robberies, Michael took the lives of 5 innocent people. The song 88 depicts Michael's lucid moments while awaiting sentencing the following year.
Saw the news tonight. Woke up with a headache. In this concrete box, rusty iron bars on the where the hell am I? What the hell's going on here? Oh my God. The evening news. There's a monster. They're talking about this monster who went on a murderous rampage. Everybody's looking at me. What the fuck you looking at me for? They're pointing up at the TV. Oh my God, man, that dude looks like me. What do you... I don't remember what happened. What the hell? I didn't kill anybody. Who put my face on that damn TV? That's not me. I'm a loving, caring, compassionate human being. I'm not some fucking animal. It ain't nothing but a bunch of lies. That's not who I am. God. Maybe it is who I am. What the hell did I do last night? I got drunk, I got high, I was mad at the world. Remember, I flipped off a cop and wished the bastard would have blown me away. Oh. I think I need some more psych meds, doctor. I can't think, man. You tell me I need drugs to make my brain work right. Well, fix my fucking mind, because it's obviously not right. I saw my mama this afternoon in the visiting room behind a piece of glass. I couldn't even put my arms around her. It broke my heart to watch her cry. She tried so hard to raise me right. Mom, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. People I've hurt, I'm so sorry. There's another article in the paper. 3 months have gone by. It seems like yesterday. How the Ritalin and the psych dope does that. You forget track of time. You forget where you're at. You forget who you are. I'm still a man, damn it! I'm not an animal. Take me out of this fucking cage. Oh. This is crazy. Wake me out of this nightmare. There's a death penalty trial scheduled for public view. Everybody's out there with their cameras and their recorders. I want to watch them stick the needle in the animal that went on a rampage. Where the hell were you when I was 4 years old getting raped? Where the hell were you when I was a little boy and I had no way to defend myself? You fucked my body, you fucked my mind, and now you're stolen my life because I stole yours. The difference between you and I've got 30 years of remorse for every single tear that I've made a victim's family cry. It was I that should have died.
Michael Tenneson is really that bull. He's amazing.
Gives you something to think about, huh?
Yeah, I love that record. I love that record. It's so raw, it's vulnerable. And like people be like, oh, y'all work with somebody that like killed 5 people. It's like, yeah, we do this shit for real, you know? He's a beautiful person now. I don't know who he was 30-something years ago, but who he is today, he's a beautiful person.
Amen to that. That's one of my pet peeves about people in the movement. They want to help. Oh, let's do the drug addict. Let's do the burglar. Let's do the check writer. No, if you're not willing to get down for the worst of the worst, you're not willing to get down for the best.
Exactly.
I agree. And I think that Michael is a very interesting example of the so-called worst of the worst, because he really did do horrible, horrible, horrible things. But he's also proof that you can actually change.
Amen.
Sure.
When he was young. Yeah. See, that's what happens when you fall through the cracks. Sometimes you spring up from that crawl space like King fucking Kong.
Well, I also think a lot of the things that has happened to him, in a sense, was retaliation for some of the things that was done to him. I mean, that's true. The things that he said on there. And I think he was affected by a lot of things. There's no excuse, but I think he was affected by a lot of things that has happened to him in his life, the way he was treated by people.
What we need in this world is just loving, healing circles. Because at some point we have to learn and teach each other how to not hate and do violence from the cradle to the grave.
Exactly. All right.
But for right now in America, we're caught in yippee-ki-yay motherfucking territory. Everybody wants to be a marshal. They want to ride a damn horse. Be the tough guy.
Yeah. All right. Fury, we're gonna bring our next guest video out now.
Yes, DIIV is up.
Let's let it rip, Fury.
Well, you got the intro.
No, let DIIV. No, DIIV gonna dive. We gonna let DIIV dive.
Well, I was texting you that Cole from DIIV is gonna do a little intro of his own, but it would be nice if you brought him out in style, with the Maxwell Melvin's touch.
Well, I mean,
I think he might be mad if Maxwell didn't give him an intro. It's not official till you do it.
Yeah, well, so let's go ahead and make it happen. Because I didn't kind of like the project of the singer, songwriter, DIIV, guitarist, Zachary Cole Smith.
Yes, sir.
New York-based DIIV make music that combines shoegaze bliss with grunge catharsis. The band's sound has deepened and broadened since their 2012 debut into their latest album, Deceiver, which explores heavier territory, both musically and thematically. The band recently started their own podcast called the DIIV Podcast. Furry, who would you where you at, Furry? Are you left? Furry, are you with us?
Cole, do you want to give your intro?
Hey, thank you for that. I really don't have a whole lot to say. I'm really grateful to be here at this really special event, and helping just draw awareness to anybody who's giving a platform to incarcerated musicians or speaking about abolition. It's just a lot of powerful stuff, and I want to thank Paperboy Prince for sharing his stage with us.
Wow. Cole, I have a question for you. Who was one of your influences in music? Biggest influence?
I don't know, man. Maybe Kurt Cobain.
I knew it. I knew it. All right, I knew that's one of them, but you also have another one. How about Pearl Jam?
Sure.
All right, I was just curious. That's all. All right. Well, you can go ahead and do what you got to do. Bring out the other. Let's do what you got to do. Let's go for
it. All right.
Thank you.
I'll take the rails then. Cole, thank you so much for coming on. I just want to say it's like a great honor to be in your cyber presence. I saw you guys last year at the Lodge Room. Best show ever. So I'm stoked to broadcast you guys here.
Thank you. I'm honored as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I feel like the standing up on my
Hey, yay, 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 yay.
Incredible. Oh, Like Before You Were Born is literally one of my favorite songs ever. I just feel so honored to have watched that in the cyber world.
That was nice, man. That was nice. Nice. So nice. Fear we like to bring them back twice. No, that was nice though. Like DIIV, Territorial, and I guess who we have next there, brother Ferry? I guess we have
That's our last territorial showcase before BL Shirelle.
right. I guess we have Kevin Woodley. Are you with us, Kevin Woodley? Kevin Woodley, are you with us?
He's with us in spirit.
Oh, all right, all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's let it rip. Whatever's about to rip, wherever you gonna rip from.
Can you read the intro I sent you?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. All right, our last Just Say No is Kevin Woodley. Our last showcase from Territorial before we close out with, because last but not least, of course, BL Shirelle, Just Say No, is a blues improved place between Kevin Woodley and Michael Tenneson. The ideal came directly from the original Die Jim Crow LP concept album project, which chronicled the war on drugs and the rise of mass incarceration. Kevin riffed on the theme of Nancy Reagan Just Say No campaign and sharp memories of being in the mix at the height of the crack epidemic.
All right.
Just say no.
That was good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Beam me up, Scotty, so I can get higher. Beam me up, Scotty, so I can get higher and higher. Feeling good is where you should be. Crack is all the way downtown. People running all around.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. I just lost my lunch today.
This is so good. Would you guys have some?
No, they
Oh, this is great, man. No, really. Check this out. This is the bomb.
What can you write about that bean salad?
Just say no.
She said, just say no, no, no,
For me, I'll just say, man, it's a blessing, man, that I had the opportunity to be in here and meet you guys and be a part of these brothers, project as well. I can't wait to hear the final cut. But it's just a blessing to, like I said yesterday, I'm a firm believer that the Creator puts us all where we're at for a reason, and we're all here, and you guys are here, and it's a blessing that our message is going to be heard, and that's all that matters really. Being able to be a flower and continue on in life. This is like a continuation for our lives, and it's going to be around for a while. So that's the blessing in itself. This is part of our flower being left behind when we're gone.
All right.
All right.
Look out for the album, guys. Spring 2021. Without further ado, BL Shirelle.
Last but not least, all right. Of course, everyone know who the fantastic, elastic with the spastic, pedastics, and BL Shirelle. Uh, BL Shirelle is also the deputy director of Jim Crow Records and our lead artist in the free world. Her debut album, Asada Troy, has been featured in Pitchfork, LA Times, BBC, and the Philadelphia Inquirer. A Philadelphia native, BL served 2 bids in the PA State Prison, totaling 10 years. During her second bid, she got involved with Jim Crow when Very Young began dating her writing to her about collaborating on the concept album. Now, the deputy director at DJC Records and an executive producer on 2 upcoming projects. BL has much in the works. Yes, she does. So let's welcome BL Shirelle.
Yo, how's everybody doing today? I usually turn up. I'm usually the ratchet one of the night, but I got some messages I want to share. I got some bars that I want y'all to keep up with. So I don't know how many hip hop fans I got in here, but I'm gonna be talking to y'all. So just listen.
BL Shirelle, excuse my anxiety. The blues don't help. I just don't understand. Maybe y'all could try to make me understand. Side of exile from my native sky. So your honor, tell my family I said goodbye. I think big, don't confine me to a state of mind. I need a whole planet for my thoughts, they race at the speed of light. Years ahead, there's no way you can waste my time. I'm from way before they ever give a motherfuck to give your mother a dime and separate your bond. They watch your teeth fall out, disintegrate a smile. So many reasons to pray the heathen demons away, but it's not a reason to stay and not a season to safe. Only time a nigga venture is when they leaving their faith. But these niggas lost, so how the fuck is they leading the way? But the fear being the prey, that should let me astray. Cause somebody's son dies every day. So for me the sun dies every ray. It's dark out here, the hawks out here. The body go on but the chalk out here. We play hopscotch to walk out here. It's like Russian roulette. Every single time you come off your step, you gotta pray the chamber empty when the gun at your neck. You gotta pray you come home when your son up the F. They give life like you get more than one. They give life like not just for murder but for witnessing one. Just because you can't slip with your tongue, and I don't understand. My tomorrow was borrowed, I've been supposed to pass away. By rope or dope, no cash is clay. My yesterday is still on layaway. Ask today, and as I cast away the past demons, let the pastors pray. And what the pastor say? He said I'll never be a saint, not even in my latter days, but I still climb as the ladder sways. I watch these kids growing up in a faster way. They ain't concerned with cartoons on the Saturdays. They more worried about doing what the rappers say. He rapping about his trapping days, imagining they don't know we going through an active phase. They don't know we going through an active phase. As I get in my groove, nigga poops won't understand. Sip through my roots, stick through my truth, my mother's land. But my mother's land was smoked in the form of some butter grams straight through a pipe in my mother's hands. And my life was on the other hand, slipping through the cracks of her motherfucking fingers like some summer sand. And my life was in the other hand, slipping through the cracks of her motherfucking fingers like some summer sand. And I don't understand. I don't understand. They don't scream bloody murder, get their hands on a burner and they dream bloody murder. Till the dream become reality, the next nigga breath get devoured by the poverty, the next nigga's next. He gon' die within an hour, see this shit ain't about no robbery. This shit ain't about no chain or no property. This shit about the split second when they feel some power. Such a show from your body, releasing all your bodily fluids. You somebody for a second, see back the average nigga socially unaccepted, systematically neglected, culturally rejected, mind and body just arrested, democracy irrelevant. But they don't understand, they don't understand, and I don't understand. Somebody help me understand.
Hey, now I'm going into troubled waters. This song is about why I think niggas don't like to swim. Wade in the water, God gon' come trouble the water. Wade in the water, God gon' come trouble the water.
Wade in the water. God gon' come trouble the water. God gon' come trouble the water. Let me take you to the water. Let me take you to the stream. Let me take you to the river, but it used to be a city of niggas chasing their dreams till they drowned them. Let me take you to the ocean, but we ain't going past the shore. Our legacy went overboard, crash waves is the roar. The souls on that ocean floor, you hear the sound, yeah. They still around here, and they was never found there. So let the water hit the ground, yeah. Cherish the roots. Every time a plant die, perish our truth. Burying our youth so our trees can't bear the fruit. We still are bound here. We still gon' drown here. Yeah. Let me take you to the lake. They say it's peaceful and it's safe, but it's some natives in that space displaced without a trace except their own tears on the trail now. Bet them tears made it creep. Wonder if they lay in peace. Wondering if when they weep was it nourishment for the trees and we breathe all of their grief up in the air now. Imagine being home here, but you can't even roam there. Your crop won't even grow there. It's like a drought, doing rain dances, you chanting up to the clouds, but the only water is coming up out your eyes till ain't no more there. Drop to the bone there. Yeah. Let me take you to the water. Let me take you to the stream. Let me take you to the river, but it used to be a city of niggas chasing their dreams till they drowned them. Let me take you to the ocean, but we ain't going past the shore. Our legacy went overboard, crash waves is the roar. The souls on that ocean floor, you hear the sound, yeah. They still around here, and they was never found there. So let the water hit the ground, yeah. Cherish the roots. Every time a plant die, perish our truth. Burying our youth so our trees can't bear the fruit. We still are bound here. We still gon' drown here. Yeah. Saved in the water. Way in the water. Way in the water. Children, way in the water. Wait in the water. More lives was lost and saved in the water. Alright, guys. And now I'm closing out.
Wow.
I'm closing out. I got one more.
Wow.
Got a record called Live For. I'm close out with.
B.L. Shirelle. Butter waters in the edifice. I do this for the mother on welfare, but she studying to be a CNA. Let's go. I do this for the addict that recovered, got a roof over her kids' head through PHA. Let's go. I do this shit for Rick 15 when they murked him, so he never got to see this day. Let's go. And those niggas don't give a fuck about what I gotta say. I'ma say this shit anyway. Cause I've been shot and I've been stabbed and I've been jumped and I done dumped and I done missed. But I'm also hits and I'm ass. But I'm still hearing in the races. First place won't wait. It's no space and I'll be damn if I finish last. So let's hope that shit that you really live for is also the shit you willing to die for. Nigga, let's hope that shit that you really live for is also the shit you willing to kill for now. What's your pedigree, nigga? If you don't understand this shit, tell me when you die. What's your legacy, nigga? I should cut your fucking legs off, cause nigga, you don't stand for shit. What's your pedigree, nigga? Tell me when you die, what's your legacy, nigga? If you don't understand this shit, I should cut your legs off, cause nigga, you don't stand for shit. And it gets realer. I'm having phone conversations with parole violators who won't make it home to the clones populators. They say I must be careful with my word combinations, cause niggas don't like thinking, fuck them niggas swerve station. Because that curve was my station. It was reserved by my blood with my name written in cursive on that payment. I was standing in West Cement Tray serving out a waiter. Now they hating cause mama look, I done made it. Cause I've been up and I've been down. I had a brick, I had a pound, I had a squirrel, I had a pack of all, I had it all. And I've been booked and got released and I went right back to the streets. Got booked within a couple weeks, but nigga, now I'm strong. So let's hope that shit that you really live for is also the shit you willing to die for. Nigga, let's hope that shit that you really live for is also the shit you willing to kill for now. What's your pedigree, nigga? If you don't understand this shit, tell me when you die, what's your legacy, nigga? I should cut your fucking legs off, cause nigga, you don't stand for shit. What's your pedigree, nigga? Tell me when you die, what's your legacy, nigga? If you don't understand this shit, I should cut your legs off, cause nigga, you don't stand for shit. Motherfucker, like the loud and get a trumpet song. Stupid bitch, pop a perk and get a strummer song. Real nigga, sip the lean and get a drummer song. Real nigga, sip the lean and get a drummer song.
Oh, that's classic, BL. That's Craig, baby. That was before I, got polished.
Man, that's real, man. That is real. That is so fucking real.
You think Crack Baby too little hard? What's the name? Or you gonna put it on one day? Huh?
Wait, what happened?
You think you gonna run Crack Baby on here with development? You gonna run it on here one night?
Yeah, two of them records is off of my first project ever.
All right, so all right. You can hit it right now if you wanted to.
What?
Crack Baby.
Which one?
Crack Baby that you did with your crew. Restricted development. Your group.
I don't know what you're talking about. Very, what's this man talking about?
I don't know.
All right, let it go. You know what I'm talking about. All right, yo, so all right, so we about to close it out, right there? About to close it out for the night.
Yep, indeed. We do have one last short video, just a surprise for you guys to close it out from Territorial. So without further ado,
we gonna ride from there. We going directly out. Before that, I like to, some people out there, man, that's been doing an amazing job. I like to send a shout out to,
please do,
Transformers J, over in Camden, New Jersey. They've been meeting, prisoners at the gate, not waiting for them to come home. They meeting them at the gate. They doing something very unique over there. Instead of the guys coming out, nobody's there for them. They're there at the gate waiting for them. You understand?
Amen.
And to the to NOS, which is a new opportunity specialist and all, community engagement and civic engagement with all these people, and you're doing something amazing over there. So I think it's worthy enough to mention them in there. Rosie Herrero, Sharon Bean and all of them over there, working with this program NOS about Camden County. And I just wanted to send them a shout out. And I'd like to thank everybody for being on here tonight, and looking forward to the next one. Hope that one will be a better one than the other one, so we looking forward to the next one already, Fury.
Yeah, definitely. Although this was pretty hard to top.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
All right, we got one last video for you guys. Here we go.
Techiwani, ni plazo kamatalia, ni palno yelo, kanel noso, tehan totokasi, to man kankachi, to Grandfather, we thank you for our life. We thank you for our heart. And we continue this walk with power. Aho.
And that is the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much.
I don't know where y'all going, but y'all gotta get the hell up out of here. That's what they say at the closing the bar. I don't know where you're going, but you got to get the hell up out of here right now. We out, man. Looking forward to the next one, you know?
Yep. Thank you, Ted, for booking the show. Royal, DIIV, Nara, BL, Taylor, Paperboy, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming.
Absolutely, for sure. Peace out.
Raised a lot of money, so it looks like we'll be able to get this album mixed and mastered thanks to you guys.
Peace, everybody. See ya.